Good day, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Complete Sports Updates. My name is Habib Kuranga. This is the show where we'll bring to you the latest and trendy stories in the world of sports. The Nigeria Football Federation appoints Finidi George as the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The former wing wizard for Ajax FC and Real Betis has finally been given the job on a permanent basis after being on the road on a temporary basis. Right here, we are going to discuss the positives that the manager is going to bring to the Super Eagles fold, and also we're going to look at the challenges he might face during the course of discharging his duties as the manager of the Super Eagles. These and some of exciting stories shall be discussed right here. Do sit back, relax, and enjoy, because this is the Complete Sports Updates. Joining me on today's episode is James Agboribi, and together we shall be taking you through the rounds as far as the sporting stories this week's episode is concerned. Welcome back to the show, James.
Thank you very much.
So let's start with the breaking news of yesterday. It's came out of the blue that the Nigeria Football Federation appoints George Finidi as the head coach of the Super Eagles, though he has been at the helm on a temporary basis in the friendly game against Ghana and Sierra Leone, if I'm not wrong. So do you see this coming, most especially when the name which so many Nigerians have actually been calling for is Emmanuel Amunike? So do you see this appointment coming?
Well, for me, it came as a shock. I was expecting either Amunike or maybe a foreign coach, because we've been hearing about talk of maybe a three-man shortly that has Amunike, then two other foreign coaches, only for us to get a release from the communications department of the NFF that Finidi George has been given the head coach, the new Super Eagles coach. It came as a surprise to me, but well, this is what we've been waiting for. Fine, we've gotten the new coach. It's now time to get our World Cup qualifier back on track. So it's going to be a big task for Finidi. But the good thing is, for me, if I want to look at the positives, is he has been part of the team. He was the assistant coach when he got to the final in the last AFCON, and he has had the opportunity of leading the team in the two friendly games against Ghana and Mali. He got to win against Nigeria's biggest rival, Ghana. Unfortunately, he lost against Mali. So for me, the good thing is he has been part of the team. He knows the players; they know him. Even if you watch the friendly game that we played against Ghana and Mali, if you watch the formation that he adopted in that game, it's not too different from what we saw at the AFCON. But after the game against Ghana, he came out to say he kind of tweaked the team a bit, but he didn't want to just come in and come up with a new formation so as not to destabilize the team. So for me, it's not a bad idea. He's somebody that's experienced. He has his coaching badges. He has seen it all, play to the highest level. It's not just one person that will come into the team and the players like, who is this? I mean, I don't think anybody in the current Super Eagles team has the kind of achievement he had during this time. He's a Champions League winner. He wasn't a kind of a benchwarmer. He was a regular for Ajax. Yes. He won the AFCON. He has been to the World Cup. He scored at the World Cup. So I don't know who among the current Super Eagles players, not taking anything away from them, who among them has this achievement. So for me, it's somebody that comes in with a huge bag of. He's somebody that you will respect. He's not a nobody. He's not somebody that they will just like another home base local coach. He has the record to back it up. So for me, it's a good one. All we can now do is to support him and give him all the encouragement, because the task ahead is very huge.
Yes, it's indeed very huge, because Peseiro, his predecessor, is actually the man who actually brought that style of play of rigid kind of football, where where the players will try as much as possible to soak up the pressure and launch the attack. Do you think being the assistant of Jose Peseiro is going to kind of replicate the kind of style of play of Jose Peseiro in this current Super Eagles setup? And do you think that is going to achieve more success if he go by that kind of style of play?
No, it's not a must that he must follow the, I call it the blueprints now of Peseiro. like I said, when he was interviewed after the game against Ghana, he said he didn't want to just deviate from the style that the players are so used to now. But nothing says he cannot tweak the formation, which he did against Ghana, because he said at the AFCON we only had to see me as the point man.
Yes.
That it was tiring and very tasking. So if you watch the game against Ghana, I think he played a kind of a twin strike force. At least let the front man have the kind of support. I think that was what he did against Ghana. So we're going to see a kind of a tweaking. At least I think the problem the team had at the AFCON was they were just too focused on that 3-4-3 formation. They just didn't want to switch to any formation, even when they were found out against Cote d'Ivoire. So I think it's somebody that we must have learned a lesson from that AFCON. We should expect kind of a change in pattern, not too much for what we know, but at least if the going is not smooth, at least you can still adjust your formation. So I think that's what I believe we were going to see with Finidi just coming on board.
Yes, definitely. We just hope that we are going to see different kind of approach as far as how the Super Eagles will approach each and every games that come their way, most especially the World Cup qualifiers against South Africa. So now, with him being the permanent boss right there at the Super Eagles, do you feel there will be some challenges that is going to face rather, because there will be so many challenges, definitely. So can you help us kind of identify these challenges, and how do you think it should solve some of these challenges in order to become successful?
Well, the challenge is that every one of us know that the possibility that it's going to encounter is the issue of money. That one has always been there, whether foreign or local coach. We always have this issue of the NFF not having money. I have to start hearing cases of coaches, the coach and his assistant being owed payment, bonuses, allowances, even salaries. That one has been there. So if we get something like that in Finidi's own case, it shouldn't come as a surprise, because that's one habit that we've known the NFF for. They know how to owe coaches, And the sad part there again now is they've announced him as a new coach. We don't know the terms of the contract, we don't know the duration, we don't know how much it's going to end. They just announced it, and we don't know. Later, God forbid, later we'll start hearing things like, oh, they owe me a salary of how many months I've not been paid. So that's one area that we should not be shocked when things start going south, especially when it comes to issue of payment of salaries and other aspects. Then another area that he might have issues is the area of interference. That one is so common with our coaches. Even with the foreign coaches, they kind of experience it too. You see this player that maybe you've been following the Nigerian players, and all of a sudden they now invite a certain player that you'll be shocked. Because almost everybody, they follow Nigerian player, they know who is really doing well and who is not. So in that area, there are sometimes that you see some players get invited and you'll be like, why is this player in this team? And because you don't even have the opportunity to come out and defend his list, so that there's an element of interference there, and that's something that has been going on for a very long time. And so for me, those are the two areas that I feel he might encounter issue, because that's two areas that have not been dealt with. Even in past coaches, there's only the issue of money and interference, So we can only wish him all the best, because if he succeeds, the Super Eagles will succeed. Give him all the support. We saw the last time we had a local coach, we also attended Austin Government, couldn't qualify the Super Eagles for the World Cup, and the last local coach that did well was in Keshi, but he too encountered his own issues, money and other issues, So all in all, can only wish Finidi all the best. He has been. This is what we've been waiting for. A new Super Eagles coach. We've gotten one. So I think we should now think of how to get the World Cup qualifier back on track. 2 points from 2 games, not good enough. Rwanda, they are currently doing the standing. Group C, South Africa followed. So the team just has to bounce back from the setback in the early rounds of the qualifiers, and which better way to do that other than to give the coach the support, whether it's low, because I know there are a lot of people who are like against it. They are the pro Amunike people,
Yes.
you know. But I mean, the decision has been taken. All we can do is to just give the coach the support that he needs. So the coach, his assistant, and the team.
Yeah, definitely. So we wish Finidi George the very best as far as his new job as the permanent boss of the Super Eagles of Nigeria is concerned. Thank you very much, James, for the insightful analysis.
You're
So,
welcome.
viewers, this is where we'll be wrapping things up as far as proceedings is concerned. Do take care of yourself and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.